Welcome to Drumbeat. This is where we beat the drum to awaken the church to its mission, vision, and responsibility. Today I have Dr. Pauline Settles with us. Welcome, Dr. Pauline.
Thank you.
I'll describe you as a theologian, missiologist, mother, wife, but I know you said you prefer to be called a missionary. Very simple, very humble. Why would you like to be called a missionary?
Well, God has called me at a young age
Okay.
for full-time ministry.
Okay.
So my natural assumption was that then I will become a missionary.
Oh.
So maybe it's a calling for life. Yeah.
I like the stories of American, I know friends, children, some called at 5 years, 8 years, 10 years. We don't see that often in our part of the world. I don't know why. But you are called early. So early in your life, you knew you're going to be a missionary. Fantastic. And you're a missionary now. Isn't that amazing?
Right.
So what do you think accounts for that? Is it God? Is it the parents? Is it the children? What happens?
I think, well, definitely God
Yeah, it's
calling, but I was raised in the church. My
Okay.
father was a pastor.
Okay.
So growing up, I hear stories and I know about the Bible, and our church was started by missionaries
Okay.
too. But I think my father had influenced me.
Okay.
I think he had this idea that I also borrowed, that our life is temporary. So if we're going to make eternal impact, we need to invest in things that are eternal. So to me, and to my father too,
Yeah.
to serve the Lord is something of eternal value. So I just kind of followed in his footsteps and
Wow.
became full-time.
Amazing. I will have to bring you back sometime so we'll talk about Christian parents and the influence and the role they play in mission. But from what you say, it shows that your father had a great influence on you.
Yes.
And so Christian parents definitely have a great influence. Many times God is calling, and many times in our part of the world, the parents will say, no, you can be a missionary.
Right.
They're okay if the child is a banker, is a lecturer, lawyer, doctor, everything, but they're not a missionary. And but your father was different. And so that's very good. We'll have to do another program on that, hopefully. But you're from Taiwan, you relocated to the US, you studied in Singapore, you've done mission work in Myanmar, you're married to an American, now you find yourself in Ghana. You're a global citizen. What has your life been like, this journey, this missionary journey?
It's been very interesting
Okay.
and enriching, and it's been a learning experience, I would have to say.
I see.
But I feel like to be exposed to the different cultures
Yeah.
and the different languages, the different foods,
Yeah.
has really helped me to be able to relate to all kinds of people
Okay.
pretty easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your children, they'll call them T cases, third culture case. They are here, they are in Ghana, mother from another part of the father from another part. How are they, I won't say surviving, how do they feel in Ghana, and how is this global missionary family, how do you thrive in Ghana?
I think Ghana has been very good for our children. I think a part of my husband's experience, because he's African American,
Okay.
with a lot of social challenges, prejudices in the U.S.
Yes, yeah.
He wanted our children, we have all boys,
Okay.
to grow up without having that pressure. Being in Ghana, I feel like, the sense of community and family is very strong. So even when I'm walking down the streets with my children, people kind of see us as a part of the community and the family. So I don't think they feel too different. They know they're different.
Different, yeah.
But they're generally well accepted, and academically they do very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Praise God.
Yeah.
So this missionary call and responding, some have the call, they don't respond. But I'm glad you responded, and here you are. The journey, the space between the call and then the fulfillment of the call. What happens?
A lot of things happen. And I feel like we're still on the journey,
yes.
right? It's a journey of growth.
Yeah.
So when I was young, it was kind of this automatically, I've been called for full-time ministry, equals being missionary, equals being missionary in Africa.
Africa, yes.
But when I was in the university, I went to this minority group, the Wa people in Myanmar.
Okay.
And that wasn't anything by intention, or I think some people, they pray and then they receive a vision. It was not so for me. I just kind of follow along, God guided, used my mother to say, God has called you for full-time ministry. Why don't you try? Just to go and see. Wow. And I just found love with the people, and it was easy for me to live in different countries and different culture, to appreciate people was easy for me. But yeah, there were struggles all along the way, but it's just a journey of growth and maturity for me as a person, and also in learning about who God is in the different contexts, in the different situations that I have faced. Even for our family.
I see. So this Great Commission, learning about God and knowing so many people not knowing about God. Is that a mission work? What should be the response of every Christian?
I think we should not limit ourselves. Because God has given us resources. Each one of us have gifts. So whatever gifts that God has given you, we should use them. So for me, I feel like intercession, praying for people, even if I can't go to all the different people groups, I can be praying for them. And giving, if whatever amount that I'm able to support mission work, missionaries, ministries, that I try to give. And then for me, I feel like God has given me a gift of encouragement. So I work with different missionaries, different agencies, and I try to encourage people for whatever God has called them to do as well.
And then you have a professional role at a seminary, an institute. Do you want to talk about that too?
I think it's, one of the things that is surprising. Like God is so good, and sometimes his blessings and his plans is not really what we have seen. I think I kind of joked when I was younger, maybe if I'm called Dr. so-and-so it would be nice. But I just happen to...
Say that joke again, if you're called Dr.
To be called Dr. Pauline Chu nice. Or Settles,
and now you're Dr. Pauline Settles.
Because God had provided opportunity for me to study. And from that, I'm able to also participate in the theological training, in missions training. And it's something that I've also enjoyed. To be able to bring principles and experiences together, and then once again use my gift of encouragement for future missionaries and pastors.
So you're a trainer of missionaries and pastors.
Yes, I try to be.
Awesome. So to round up, you said everyone can use the gifts God has given to them. And for you personally, it's a gift of intercession, the gift of giving, you support, and the gift of encouragement. And also teaching, you're teaching in an institution, higher institution, and raising new leaders and new missionaries. That's so awesome. And so I want to say to you, you can do something. You can use your gifts like Dr. Pauline is saying. She's all the way from the US and here in Ghana, far away, but she's being used of God in wonderful ways. She's a connector, she's a networker, she links, and she's like a bridge. And she's a bridge to cultures. And she likes banku. She eats banku. She eats fufu.
Yes.
What's your favorite Ghanaian meal?
Oh, I like fufu a lot.
You like fufu? I love fufu too. Awesome. So you can just acclimatize and just incarnate and just Go to another people group. Go to a place where the gospel has not been preached before. God can use you. But if you not feel called to that, she said, you can be an intercessor. You can be hearing me praying for the nations, even right from your bedroom, right from your house, from your church. Everybody can be involved. Is that what you say? Last words.
Yes.
Can everybody be involved?
Yes, everybody should be involved.
Everybody should be. It's a must. It should.
Yes.
So many people are not involved. But this is a wake-up call. This is a drumbeat. Can you say that again? Everybody should
be involved.
That's been Drumbeat. Be involved. God bless you. See you next time.